Hello everyone, welcome to Dark Fae Tarot. You're joining me on another, it's a wet, damp day in Brussels. Welcome to new subscribers, welcome back to those who already know me. So yes, we are in spring in Northwest Europe and it is a typical Northwest Europe spring. So those of you who have lived here or visited here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, you know, the sun shines inside because I'm going to be presenting some beautiful spring decks. So this is a deck that I work with throughout the whole kind of like Aries season. That's where you want to put it. Basically from mid-March to mid-April. And that, of course, is the Curious Creatures deck by Chris Anne, published by Hay House. So yeah, I absolutely loved working with this deck, and I am doing a review of it, and I'm going to be showing you the guidebook and some pairings. Now, of course, this deck has been around a long time. I picked it up for about less than $20 US. I mean, it's still quite affordable. Well, I say that. Of course, I don't mean to poo-poo $20 US. Right now, you know, that's like a couple of lunches at least or whatever. But what I'm saying is it's a good price tag vis-a-vis some more of the expensive decks that we have, mass market and indie, of course. This is the inside, absolutely beautiful. Of course, Chris Anne is also the creator of the Muse Tarot, the Lightseers Tarot, and the Sacred Creators Oracle as well. And before I forget as well, I just wanted to mention, you know, there's the Lightseers. This is the pocket deck. I also have the bigger version. The Lightseers has a guidebook that's available online. Now, I think that's changing. That guidebook is going to be published. I think it's by Hay House. So a bigger guidebook, sorry, not just a general guidebook, but a more in-depth one that Chris Anne had created. So I'm really looking forward to that more in-depth Lightseers guidebook coming out soon as well. If you're interested in that, of course, I definitely am. So going back to the Curious Creatures Tarot, this, of course, is a 78 card deck. So you can also go to this, oh, sorry, I won't show you that too much, actually, it's a QR code, but basically you can actually click and go and see the deck also on Chris Anne's website, and there will be some extra material there for you. This deck is 78 cards, and I think it was released in 2021 or 2022. I can't remember which year. Now, this is an anthropomorphized deck. Who might find this deck useful? Of course, it's not in order, so please forgive me, but who might find this deck useful? I think this is a great deck if you've been a beginner in RWS, in the RWS system, and now looking to branch out, have fun. It's kind of like a great jumping off point. It's bright, it's a spring summer deck for me. So if you want to use it for this period, it's perfect. Of course, you can use it any time of year. I think it's very, very straightforward and easy to read. It brings a lot of joy and a lightness of being to me. So I found this perfect, especially because we've not had a great spring, to be quite honest with you. So I just found this was like a pop of color and sunshine in me, right? Because I couldn't see it outside in that way. And this deck is so easy to pair with other decks for many reasons, which we're going to talk about. It also has a great guidebook with journal prompts, which we're going to be looking at, and it's so much in harmony with other Chris Anne decks. So if you like Chris Anne's work, this deck could be one for you. I do appreciate not everybody likes anthropomorphized decks, which depictions, sorry. So I appreciate that might not be for everyone, but I'm just sharing here that, you know, if you're okay with this kind of artwork, definitely check it out. So let's go into a bit more depth about this deck. So again, Chris Anne has authored and created many decks and does great guidebooks. This is like typical in terms of size and cardstock to other Hay House decks created by her. We're looking at kind of like, do I still have my, so I just realized I don't have right now my RWS card here for me to compare it with, but basically it's a standard RWS size. We're not looking at a huge deck in that sense. I'm just looking around. Wait, hold on. Maybe I can grab an RWS from somewhere on my rack. That's the thing, I can't find one at hand. I did this fantastic thing of arranging my bookcase again, and now I can't find, oh, here it is. Here's one I can find, sorry. So I stepped away, sorry, I'm back again. So There we go. There's the Fool of this RWS deck, this one. And let's see, in terms of size. Yeah, about the same. A smidge different, but basically the same. So yes. So basically, if you are okay, I don't have big hands. I actually have small hands. I was quite comfortable using this. It does have this anthropomorphic nature. But one thing I have to say about this deck is that the imagery is just so strong and bright. You can see that already. It's very expressive when we have these animal faces. I mean, I know it sounds really strange, right? Because these are animal faces. It's like, how is this expressive? But I think it's the body stature, it's the way that they're sitting, they're standing, he's balancing. That gives away a lot of expression for me. The other thing that gives me expression about what's going on in the scene is their costumes, their clothes, and then finally what they're actually doing, right? In the card, like here, he's a tailor, and so he's really like very good at his art, making sure it's well done, you know, as a seamstress or seamster, sorry. So it's just amazing for me in this deck how, even though we have animal faces, we're thinking how can that give expression? It's the whole body language, the posture, and what's going on in the scene. And the other thing that, of course, makes it jump out, of course, is colors. So if you are someone that wants to work with mood energy and colors, with the chakras, with just, light frequencies and color frequencies, this is, again, another fantastic deck. You could really use this in that sense. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's like that rainbow. So I think that Chrysanth is a winner in terms of taking a theme and really just making it work. And then this is the best bit. It's great for beginners. So you don't need a PhD in tarot in order to be able to work with this deck. That's how I think. It's energetic. So the energy of this deck is very energetic, dynamic, visually stimulating. I love the fact that, there's bits coming out of the borders, which means that the action is coming out of the frame, and I just like that. It's like it's an energy that's just contained kind of thing. It's very, very joyful. I find this deck very non-threatening. If you want light energy, this is, I think, perfect for that. It's also very clear in terms of elemental. I don't know if you've noticed that, but here, for example, the Empress, that earthy energy coming through because of not just, here we have the symbols, but also the greens that are used here, the beautiful nature of her dress. I mean, she looks here very young, actually, as an Empress. And I like the fact that in terms of rebirth, we have a chick. We don't have a pregnant Empress. We have this little chick that's vulnerable and is sitting on the lap of a peacock. It's just beautiful, right? The King of Wands here, again, about posture, that luscious purple velvety throne. I mean, how well can anyone do? I mean, she's just done so well. The Five of Wands here. I was thinking about this card, actually. It's got that push and pull energy. It's got that energy without we having to have technically 5 people. I like how they're balancing on these wands. So it's just funny. It's like, it's like they're creating something and igniting something, but with so much tension being needed in it. It's just like, okay. I love here the 10 of Wands here, this baboon and all that weight. The Two of Cups and these dolphins. Isn't that beautiful? So yeah, it's just such a bright, fun deck. Doesn't this remind you? I think it's like an American serial or an American cartoon. I don't know. It's like one of those, is it Cheetos or something? I don't know what it is. Like the people in the US or North America, I should say, will recognize probably this hand more than I do. But I just thought it was so much fun. I was like, this is so cool. So yeah, I just really like the depictions and how I just really like how everything has been staged. It's a staged deck and it's meant to look staged. It's like, I'm here to do my play. I'm here to show you my role in this kind of thing. I think it's also great at depicting solitude, action here, solitude, thinking. That's the journey ahead. Here we have this kind of sense of creativity and spark and lightness of being again. Here, look at that, like the expression, right? Cheeky and like getting away with it and has caged these people. just again, she just depicts everything so clearly. And here then we have the King of Pentacles, right? This like smoking jacket that he's wearing, and then the checkered trousers, very much feeling at home and calm, and as if like, I've got this, I know what I'm doing, kind of thing. I just really like this. Look at the Knight of Wands. I mean, this is like a female. It's just lovely, isn't it, with her bright red dress. So yeah, I just really like it. I also like how it depicts. I mean, here we have people or beings alone, but we also have great. I think there's a few. Look at these, beautiful. Look how it's done there. But we also have some great like family cards, right? Like I saw a few that I really were just so lovely. Oh, look at the Queen of Cups there, right? We have the seal. Look at that family card. Isn't that beautiful? Like this mother and child energy. I just think it's lovely how this has been done. So I really enjoy like the relationship depictions as well. That's what I was trying to say. And then finally, if you're looking at a deck which helps you to look at moods, right? And whether we're looking at confidence or surrender, letting go, whether we're looking at, taking a leap of faith. I just realized maybe this is a deck where there's two fools. I can't remember, sorry. We're going to have to check that actually. I think, it's 78 plus 1. I apologize. So this deck has one extra fool card. But yeah, I just love the depictions in terms of their energy, but also their mood. I love the cats here, they're sitting here, and the grinning camel. So yeah, I just think this is a great deck in terms of emotions as well. So we're going to look at now the guidebook. I've gone through that very, very fast. I hope that's okay. We're going to look at the guidebook, right? And just have an idea of what so I haven't edged mine or anything, but I think I will at some point. And these are the backs. Aren't they beautiful? So let's look at the guidebook. I think I did a Two of Swords recently for another deck. So I'm going to do that. Oh, let's have a look at Temperance. I believe the majors and the minors are, by the way, the same amount. So let's look at Temperance and what we have there. Okay, so this is the Hanged Man, and this is Temperance. It says here, heads. Moderation, balance, finding your center, blending energies and ideas, amalgamating pieces to make a whole, wholeness, the complete picture of you, purpose, an alchemist. Spiritually powerful, as always, we have tails as well, sorry. Imbalance, extremes, and out of whack work-life balance, clashing energies, division, polarities, my way or the highway attitude. So we have, of course, an upright meaning and reversal meaning. Spiritually powerful Temperance asks you to seek balance, to choose the middle path, and to slow down if you've been racing away out of control. This is not an all or nothing card. It is instead a card of careful compromise, a respectful rebalancing, and gentle benevolence. The blending of opposites will allow you to initiate change in your life as you evaluate areas where you have been overdoing it. You'll be able to treat your energy resources like a precious ecosystem that needs all of its many parts in proper and moderated measure. The alchemy that results will be your higher form of art, and your purest magic will emerge when you balance the spiritual and material, action and rest, your needs with others, and logic with emotion. Accept the lights and shadows of today and work with the forces of love as you harmonize your relationship with the world around you. And then it says Puma conversation. So this is kind of like where you get a little bit of journaling and a little bit of like, if you want to go deeper. I am quiet, I roar, I am stillness, I am motion. Seeker, I ask you to feel into your emotions and take time to understand when you are being fueled by anger and when you're being fueled by joy. When do you feel fear and when do you feel love? Look at any situations you're ruminating on that you have been spinning out of control. Name any excess in your life and pull them back into balance. Moderate your world and be rewarded with peace. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Fantastic reading there. So you get these readings, these basically guidebook readings from Chris Anne. You get also here a wonderful introduction from the author, of course. Meet Your Curious Guide. Love this. Really, I have to praise Chris Anne for being able to develop decks that are perfect for beginners, but also well-seasoned readers, right? That is hard to do. path working with the curious guide, so that's wonderful. It doesn't always have to be about predictive readings or psychoanalysis. It can also just be meditations and journaling and that kind of thing, communicating with oneself and seeing what we see. Yeah, it's just so good. Heads or tails. So this is the reversals, card spreads we've got here. Yeah, I mean, she just packs a punch into a little tiny guidebook, packs it. That for me, when I paid, I think I paid the equivalent to $18 US, 1/8. That's pretty good. And of course, sometimes Hay House have sales, so you could even get it for perhaps something a bit cheaper. I don't know where you live. So yeah, so there's also a lot on her website. I always say to go and check out Chris Ann's website because you will find a lot there. So yeah, I think the guidebook is curated well thought through, supportive and succinct. I think it gives you the opportunity to expand with journaling. So again, this is a great deck. I pulled a card in the mornings, so I always had the opportunity, if I wanted to use this as a journaling point. You know, and I think that's great, that I can also, if I have some time, I'll be like, okay, I want to journal further. I don't want to just write about the card and what I'm seeing and that kind of thing. I really want to go into depth on, because this message really resonates for me. So yeah, I think that's the really important thing. So I use this deck kind of like more as my daily morning pulls, to just have a look at, to see what jumps out at me. I did do a bit of writing some mornings, definitely. I also have another journaling period in my mornings, so I have to be careful that sometimes I don't overlap too much. And I am going to be using this deck in the future. There's definitely a place of this in my future practice. I can already see it now, what I want to do with this deck. So absolutely. And I'm going to do some spreads with this deck as well. I think this is also a really good deck when you're coming to like points in the year. For example, if you're at Ostara, or if you're at, you know, now we're going towards Beltane, 1st of May, but then we also have Letha. This deck, and then Lammas, this deck is so good also, I think, for the Sabbats, because it's such an easy reader. So then during the Sabbat readings, if you want to pair it with like an oracle or something, it won't clash too much. That's what I'm trying to say. It will really add a lot to your tarot spread. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is show you pairings, right? Because that's what we need to do. So the very first pairing, of course, and I'm going to show you is a classic. Of course, I paired it with the Sacred Creators Oracle, because anybody who knows my channel and knows me, at some point the Sacred Creators Oracle comes out, right? I need to invest shares in this particular deck. I'm so looking forward. I hopefully, fingers crossed, Hay House does a pocket version of this. I will be grabbing at least one more deck, a pocket version for myself, because this deck is so good that I would just take with me everywhere, basically. So yeah, so let's have a look at this very quickly as a pairing. Again, this guidebook, I mean, I need to do a separate review of this deck, but let's put these together. Look at that already. Look how, isn't that perfect? Already they're matching the sun and the sacred flow of yes. Let's see what else we get. The Magician, make a mission statement for your soul. Isn't that beautiful? Knight of Wands, manifesting and doing. Okay, like, do we not have a winner here? Like people, if you are so new to tarot, and I just want to say, if I was like really at the beginning again of my tarot journey, and of course I appreciate budgets are limited. I feel that too. So, you know, if you've got like vouchers for Amazon, or you just got a certain amount of vouchers, a certain amount of money, let's say a birthday has come along, I mean, these decks will take you so far. That's what I want to say. They will really give you value for money if you're right at the beginning. You know, here we have about entrapment, and here it says, nourish the sacred feminine. What a great message, perhaps, you know, to free ourselves. We need to look at our feminine side. Page of Wands, find your sacred flow again. It's just so beautiful. Six of Swords, balance. Isn't that beautiful? We're departing a very difficult place in our lives, and it says balancing our way through it, right? Eight of Wands and changes. So I'm going to stop there because you can already see what a winner this combination is. But again, I think the Sacred Creators Oracle is less than $20 US as well, approximately. I will so get a pocket edition of this. Hey House, if you're watching this, make a pocket edition of this, please. But yeah, I will get pocket editions of both of these actually as soon as they come out, because I can see myself using them. But yeah, if you're low on cash, and you know, at the beginning, and I've been there for myself, and I will be there again. Sometimes I just have to rein in the spending. You know, these decks are just so packing a punch. Right, the next one is Animal Apothecary by Cara Elizabeth, another Hay House deck, 44 card Oracle deck. Now this one, a couple of people I know used it. I know Maureen over at Waves of Your Soul has used it as well. I have seen it around, and I thought, I've got to try this. Now this deck is a little gem. So FYI, there will be a review of this coming up, either soon after, or I've already done it. As soon as I can, I will link it to this video so you can check out the review of this deck. But again, let's flick this over. Death and victory. Wow. So with transformation comes victory, and here we have the eagle, and of course death is the Scorpio. Isn't that perfect? Okay, so, well, I think this is a falcon actually. It's a hawk. No, I was wrong. It's a hawk. It's not an eagle. Sorry. But still, I love it. Two of Wands, tame and tame. Wow. This is about making sure we've planned that journey before we unlock the door and go. And it says taming ourselves. Isn't that fantastic? Magnetism through gratitude. Ace of Wands. Isn't that just, look at how well they speak together. If you want to see my pairings of this, again, go to my Instagram profile. You'll be seeing all these pairings. You'll be seeing the pairings that I'm going to be doing right now with the next deck I'm already working with. So just trust. And what do we have coming up? Two of Cups. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And we've got the rainbow thing going on in here. Okay, I can't say more. This deck is fabulous. It pairs so well with Curious Creatures Tarot. I will do a separate review. I think Animal Apothecary deserves its own review. Let's just put it that way. And I bought this for about, again, 16 or 17 US dollars, or maybe it was 18. I'm buying in euros, so I'm kind of like doing a rough conversion. But again, it's under the $20 mark. So great, again, if you're new and you don't want to bust your wallet or something spending. The next deck, Take What You Need, an affirmative deck for tuning into your inner voice by Danny DePero. Now, this is by Andrew McNeil Publishing. This is my first time trying one of their decks. I know that they've also done, I think that they did the one that everybody loves about creativity. Well, I don't have that deck, but this one, so Gigi of Gigi Starling, she recommended this to me because so basically Hay House had, not Hay House, sorry, Amazon had a huge sale in Europe, and some of the decks were in that category. So I got some money off. So I was going to get some money off. So I said to Gigi, I said, I need something very positive. I'm in that space. I need something uplifting. And she mentioned this deck, and I was like, do you have it? And she said, no. And then I looked at the deck, right? And I said, why don't you have it? This is fantastic. Anyway, look at the backs. I love this deck. I'm so glad I bought it. I'm so glad that she recommended it to me as well, because it is just so joyful and fun. Instant winner. I think also Robin over at Robin's Reflections has done a review of this deck. I just really thought it was just so good. It doesn't come with a guidebook, but I don't think it's needed all the time. So days when I wanted lightness and I didn't want a guidebook, this was perfect, right? 10 of Wands. Allow yourself to enjoy what you've worked hard to earn. Isn't that perfect? Isn't that just perfect synchronicity? And look at the backs. Oh, they're pretty. Just again, I love the synchronicity. It makes me smile. I'm smiling behind the camera right now as we speak. 5 of Wands. Now is the time to share your light with others. Isn't that good? Like, right? We've got people arguing over here, and here it's saying share your light. Now these are in the same order, so let me just mix them up a bit. Hold on a second. So we get some new cards coming through. Right. So what we've got for the 6 of Wands, we've got you are growing into the person you are meant to be. Look at that, victorious. And then we have this, oh, just, isn't that wonderful again? Oh, I just love it when cards speak to each other. It's time to create change by seeking out the new opportunities. And we've got 6 of Pentacles, so giving and taking, right? So new opportunities come right when we share with others, right? Our abundance. And Queen of Pentacles, don't rush yourself. There's joy in the journey. Oh, I just think that they speak so well with each other. So I loved pairing these. Again, this deck is coming under the Take What You Need deck is coming under $20 US. So again, Yeah, just such a great. I mean, I would love if you have recommendations for any decks that are very similar to this. I'm really in the. I know there's the affirmators decks. I'm really in the space where I'm really like soaking in this energy right now, and that's just where I'm at. Now, there was a couple of other decks I wanted to show, which I didn't do the pairings with, but I wanted to try and see if they work together. This is Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn, and I get the feeling they might work together. I don't know. We're going to have a look at together. So we have the Queen of Pentacles and we have Success. Ooh. I think they might. Opportunity. Oh, wow. Isn't that a great pairing? Opportunity and the Wheel of Fortune. Again, if you have these on your shelves, you've got, you know, pairings already set for you, right? You don't need to buy anything. Sacred Destiny Oracle is by Hay House as well, and it comes under $20 US. Hopefully it does. You know, I bought this some time ago when it was much cheaper. Look at that, 9 of Wands going forward. Isn't that a wonderful, these are the backs, by the way, of Sacred Destiny. Isn't that a wonderful merger? It's because this has got this Polaroid look. I think that it really blends well with Tarot of Curious Creatures. So yes, and Sacred Destiny again comes with a fabulous guidebook. So do not underestimate that deck. I can't show you everything, but it does come with a great guidebook. So what I'm going to do randomly is also, sorry, I wanted to show you, oh, I forgot, sorry, a mini deck. This is Chakra Love by Katie Manickshaw. And I wanted to show, this is a rock pool like mini deck. And I think that they might go together. In fact, just give me a moment. Is it close by? Yes, it is. Just give me one moment. Look at that. I'm improvising as we speak. This is what happens when you're on my channel. You get kind of like, you get me rummaging around on the shelf. And I think I'm going to be able to get it. Yeah, I think I can get it out because it's kind of like wedged in. Has anybody else done what I've done, which is where they rearranged their shelf and then realized I can't find anything now? There you go. Secret Language of Color Cards by Ina Segal. Now, I saw this, I've seen this deck so many times. I've spent 12 euros. So again, it's a rock pool deck. Everything I'm showing you today is mass market actually. So people, like, if you're new, just these are great decks, right? You don't have to bust your bank for this stuff. So this is Equilibrium, Knight of Pentacles, Ruby, rejuvenate, sorry, your body. Wow. See, oh no, you can't even see that. That's not in the shot. Hold on a second. That's a bit better. Sorry, I'm trying to do my best here with this layout. So maybe I need to do this, this, and this. There you go. That's a bit better. Sorry about that. There you go. You can see everything now. Okay. So let's turn this one over. We've got 3 of Swords. Ooh, painful, painful. What does the Chakra deck say? Solar plexus says confidence. No one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Be your own cheerleader. What do we have coming up here? Red. Free yourself from pain. Isn't that amazing? Oh, sorry. Isn't that amazing how they line up? If you don't have this Chakra deck, maybe you have another one. You can just, you know, improvise and see what you have on your shelf, right? Here we have the Hermit. Here I have Watermelon. Have fun with your inner child. Wow. Let's go forward here a bit. Calmness. To calm your monkey mind, do not feed the animal. Wow. So there's a lot going on here. This is inner journeying. This is inner child work. But this is also about not letting ourselves like get over enthused maybe. That's what it's about. All right. Abundance. Okay. Emerald. Calm your mind, body and soul. More calmness coming through. 4 of Swords. So perhaps resting will bring forward the abundance that we're seeking. And don't you think that the colors look beautiful when we put them together? I think they do. They're making me smile anyway. So I thought I would just show you that. I'm going to stop there. But I thought I'd just show you that. Look at the backs of this Chakra deck. Isn't that beautiful? It's a rock pool deck. I will list it below if you're interested. I think that's just gorgeous. So again, if you wanted to work with this deck, I will list it below in case you're interested. I honestly have seen this Secret Language of Color cards, this deck, in so many places, but let me just move that out of the way for a second. But I have to say, right, this is what happens, right, when your friends buy a deck. I saw a friend use it, and I was just like, I want to do that too. So I'm going to bought the deck. I'm doing a separate video about that actually, so stay tuned. But it's a great deck, and it's just such great value for money. I mean, I bought it for less than $15 US, and it comes with, how many cards is there in here? I can't remember now. How many does it say? 45 cards, and a little guidebook to go with it, which is perfect. Okay, so I'm going to stop there regarding, everything's falling now, regarding curious creatures. I'm going to stop there and just, let's show some new ones. I'm going to stop there and just say that I absolutely love this deck. It is beautiful. It is stunning. If you are looking for something again, especially, you know, I want to say this from my heart, that like funds these days need to stretch quite a bit. You know, I think wherever we are in the world, and also it's just healthy, right, that we stay with, I know for me anyway, it's healthy. I stay within sometimes a budget. And decks like these just give so much. They're so much fun, and they're such great value for money. So much work has gone into producing this, and yet, you know, it's a fraction of the cost of what I've paid sometimes for other decks. I have to say that. And so I'm just so grateful for it. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please stay tuned. There's definitely more reviews coming of the decks that you've seen here today. I will be linking them to this video as and when they get published. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful week wherever you are. Take care now.